Hey, what's happening everybody out there? I'm Jakejames Lugo and welcome to the channel. So 2017 has been a phenomenal year for me. It's been a year of growth in a lot of different avenues, especially with my career, with my professional, I guess you could say endeavors throughout the entirety of 2017. There's been a lot of cool stuff that's gone down. So I figured I'd do a gaming vlog as a good way to kind of wrap up 2017, to look back at some of the cooler things I got the chance to do throughout the entire year, as well as also get a little bit of kind of like an outlook towards what I'm going to be doing in 2018, or at least some of my goals and stuff. A little bit of fun discussion for you guys that, again, if you've been following the channel or you've been following any of my other stuff, all over the place, you'll be able to know exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll kind of dive into a little bit in detail. But overall, one of the things that I loved about 2017 was that not only was I able to take a lot of risk towards a lot of professional endeavors, whether it was going to different events, whether it was talking to specific individuals, or even trying something else that was like brand new that I never really dived into as much beforehand with some of my previous work in 2016 and 2015. But with 2017, whether it was the number 7 in the actual year, for good luck, because I believe like 1, 3, and 7 are like super lucky numbers. But with 2017, I was able to kind of not only write more, but also feature, or at least be able to have myself featured in a lot of different outlets and a lot of different avenues. That was including podcasts, that was including new shows that I had started, including my TK Spotlight series, the Co-op podcast with the Coalition every single week on YouTube, as well as also other podcast feeds. But even more so for me personally, like a real personal accomplishment, and I talked about this on Instagram Live and a few other places, I was able to write for a magazine. I was actually able to do a feature at least 3 times now throughout this entire year, or at least the later half of this year, with Switch Player Magazine, and I was super, super proud about that. I grew up reading a bunch of different magazines like Game Informer, Tips and Tricks, Official PlayStation Magazine, Official Xbox Magazine, Nintendo Power, or at least some of the later issues before they went out of print. And that was something that was really awesome for me to do, because I never thought that at some point I would get to the ability to write for someone that had a print magazine that would put it out there for everybody to look at and everybody to be able to see something that I created with my own 2 hands, and really wanted to do something special for the gaming culture. That's something I've always wanted to do for many, many years, and now this year it was actually a reality, and I was, again, ecstatic about that. But that was just another building block on top of other stuff I was able to do. And it was just something that's, for me, as a growing games journalist, I'm going now about almost 8 years now at this point, or between 7 and 8 years I'm going on for 2018. It's been something that's just been surreal. It's been something that's been really, really cool, for lack of a better phrase, but also something that makes me very optimistic for the years ahead. I'm still freelancing for IGN. This has been my whole 2nd year being a freelancer for IGN as a wiki guides editor and someone that's done content for them. I'm going on my 3rd now in January to February, which I believe it's February 1st is when it's officially my anniversary of being a freelancer for IGN. And it's just been, again, I've been involved with so many cool things. I've been able to make some phenomenal guides for IGN, or at least help them do phenomenal guides, including some of the best games this year. Nier Automata, I also did the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. I did WWE 2K18, even though that game wasn't all that great. There has been a bunch throughout the entirety of the year that I've been involved with. Dishonored 2 was another one that I loved working on. There's a whole bunch of different games I've been involved with them. And it was really cool to do so. And I want to continue doing so into 2018. Hopefully, again, like I've said plenty of times, I still want to work for IGN. I still want to be hired with them as a full-time staff member to be able to do a lot more work and do a lot more good for the greater gaming community, for the greater gaming culture, to be put on that platform to help do even more greater and bigger things for everybody to enjoy, really get something out of. To me, that would be something amazing to do so. But that was another building block, another step throughout this entire year for me. It was just really, really cool. So besides IGN and besides Switch Player Magazine, what about the Coalition? The Coalition has been another outlet that I've done a phenomenal amount of work, or at least a crazy amount of work, I should say, not phenomenal. The work was phenomenal, but the amount of work was pretty damn crazy, just throughout the entirety of the year, between going to PAX East, going to PlayStation Experience, going to E3 this year, going to all the different game industry specific events for media, attending different special invite-only events on behalf of the Coalition to places like Bungie's Destiny 2 event. I went to 2 of them this year. I went to the big announcement event that had the big stream, the announcement of Destiny 2, the first gameplay trailer and stuff, where I actually got to play it alongside other members of the press, but also following up with that game, going to a review event, going to actually play the game for review or play it for preview and actually get my hands on time with that game and seeing the entire life cycle of the development of it leading up to the release. Something like that for me personally, as a professional, as a games journalist, as someone that's been intricate in, or at least been immersed in the process of game development, that was fascinating to me because I never really experienced that for any one specific release. Now, besides that, there was other events that I attended, obviously. I mean, I went to stuff for Orcs Must Die. I went to stuff for, I want to say, not Nintendo-related stuff. I did a couple other games here and there for various different projects and stuff. Even sometime like last year or leading into this year, stuff for like Bandai Namco, stuff for Ubisoft. I mean, and again, that gets more into like last year territory, not so much 2017. But again, being able to finally have those within the realm of possibility, through the different work and the type of effort that I put into my career, those are things now I'm able to do moving forward and be able to do even more beyond that. Whether it's get together with some developers and talk to them about their game, or even just attending their events that they have exclusively for the media, so I'll be able to look at different stuff and come back to you guys on the coalition and talk about their games and talk about my impressions and my thoughts about what I saw. Like, that was stuff I wasn't able to do before, like, a year or two ago. Like, it just was not happening. Last year, like I mentioned before, a little bit more so, but, like, before that, that was, like, not within the realm of possibility. That wasn't even a thought. Now it is, and it's just crazy to me that I'm able to do something like that and be able to give you guys some more, as I go along this journey. Now, besides that, obviously, with the coalition itself, besides all the crazy events and stuff, the work and the content I've been putting out, the different unboxing videos, my own series, TK Spotlight, which I created myself and really kind of took to a whole new level, putting it on iTunes, getting different special guests on the show, being able to talk to some of these people that I looked up to throughout the entirety of my career. One of my biggest highlights this year was that I finally got to do a podcast with Colin Moriarty. I finally got to talk one-on-one with him in the same vein that I did so years ago when I went to New York Comic Con and really met him for the first time. That was something that was a personal highlight that was really special to me, to be able to do something like that. And it was, again, super freaking cool because he was really humble enough, despite everything that had gone on with him earlier this year, he was able to do something like that. And, being someone that I was a fan of his, he was like, something, you supported me, now it's my turn to support you, to actually talk with you and actually put you out there. And I was like, that's super humbling, that's super awesome, and I couldn't thank him any more enough. Colin, if you see this one day, super big thank you to you for doing that. Again, you didn't have to do that, but you did it anyway, and we made some awesome content. We made an awesome conversation that so many people liked. Like, I'm looking at the numbers now on the coalition. I was actually looking at it before I recorded this, and it got to about over 14 to 15,000 views already within its lifetime. And that's just one segment of the actual full interview. And that was just like, to me, it was so awesome to see that. The full interview itself still did good numbers, but it was still, again, just seeing how many people really got into that and really wanted to see something like that was just super humbling. And I have to excuse the noise going outside. You're probably hearing it now on the camera. I hope it's not too bad, but bear with it. They're doing some work outside and stuff. But besides that, besides TK Spotlight and everything else, just doing all the different reviews, again, the unboxing and impressions videos, I've done a lot throughout the entirety of the year. I've been able to at least reach out to different companies, different PR people, and tell them, hey, we want to talk about your stuff. Send me whatever product it is that you guys are putting out there, or send me a sample of something you guys are working on, and let me talk about it with the people. Let me talk about it with the audience and show them what you guys are doing and give my impressions. And luckily enough, a bunch of different companies like Nyko, like Plox, like Astro, Turtle Beach, really were willing to do so with me throughout the entirety of the year. And I have to thank them all for doing so. Not because, again, the free stuff, because that's always a cool thing, but being able to put out the content and actually be able to say, like, hey, I actually looked at this different stuff and I have thoughts and I have opinions about it, and put it out there for all of you just to take a look at, was, again, great. And it was something really cool that I got to do more so this year than in previous years. And again, it's super humbling to do so. And then finally, obviously, as we come towards the end of the year of 2017, some of the biggest, other things that I got a chance to do, finally, I was able to get a Nintendo Switch, will enable me to do even more stuff. I talked about that a ton in my last gaming vlog. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Again, it just says, I got a Switch. Now it's time, which indeed, now it's time. But I'm able to finally now do more content, more reviews, and more other editorial feature stuff for Nintendo Switch games now that I was able to get that during Christmas. And that's just going to open up a whole new realm of possibilities, whether it's working more with Nintendo and Golin to do reviews and other preview content of stuff that's coming out in 2018, or just hitting up some of these third-party companies and talking about different stuff of what they're doing, or just even checking out more games and being part of discussions on podcasts that you guys are going to want to know about. And now I have all the tools to do so. Between video, podcasts, editorials, writing for Switch Player Magazine, all this different stuff. Now it's going to get even better, and it's just something that I'm really happy about. So overall, my 2017 has been phenomenal. My 2017 has been awesome. My 2017 has simply been epic, for lack of a better word. Like I keep saying that. So it was really great. I hope you guys, following the channel here on the YouTube channel, because again, the YouTube channel itself here, Gamers with Games channel, has really grown since last year, even before then. I remember at the start of my 2017, or even back in my 2016, I really wanted to make something special out of the YouTube channel, even though it wasn't getting phenomenally big numbers like compared to some of the other people that are out there. There still has been a lot of growth here on the YouTube channel, and I really appreciate all the support that all of you guys have been sending me and have been following all the videos, the vlogs I've been posting up, all the stuff that I've been doing on social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, all you guys that have been following me on there, posting different feedback and comments and just sharing all the different stuff around. I'm super appreciative of that, and it really is humbling, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and the good vibes and the owl hugs that you guys have sent me. Besides that, again, working with the Coalition YouTube channel, same thing. It's just, again, it's grown from like 1,500 subscribers at one point, or even less than that, all the way now to hitting up over 2K. And hopefully into 2018, we get even bigger and better with some of the crazy, big, awesome things we've got planned out for 2018, especially early on, because I'm going to start things off with 2018 with a bang by interviewing one of the developers of Moss from Polyarc Games. But we'll get into that as we get closer to after the new year. So either way, I'm going to end this gaming vlog for saying thank you to all of you guys for watching the videos, for subscribing to the channel, for posting comments, for liking the videos, for sharing everything around like I just said. Really big thank you to all of you guys. So here's hoping that 2018 is epic. Here's hoping that 2018 brings even bigger and better things, and we could have an even crazier, more fun, amazing journey together. So with that being said, make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you're going through all the housekeeping stuff too, because we got to do it. It's on brand, guys, so bear with me. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys continue to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, if you're just discovering this now. Share with some friends so they can do so as well. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your guys' 2017 was, what you guys are hoping for 2018 and beyond. And I will talk to you guys again in 2018 next year very soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.